Hey guys, I'm Karen.
I'm Vito.
I'm Danny.
And I'm Lena.
And we are the
Two
Goats.
goats.
Kind originally started out very small with only 10 people working out of a small office space, and they have grown vastly over the last couple of years. They are now in over 150,000 retail outlets in the US. They have extended their retail outlets to Canada and are hoping to grow even larger. They use distributor networks in 10 other countries. The motto of the company is to do the right thing. The company wants to inspire people to give back and pay it forward. They also state that they want their consumers to know what is in their products so they do not put any ingredient that they cannot pronounce. And everything that Kind does, they want to stand for quality, whether that be the quality of the product or the quality of the marketing. Kind has mentioned that they are facing the issue of recruiting the right employees. It is indeed very hard to find reliable and dedicated new employees that fit the company. The best way to find what you are looking for these days is by using your resources and your circle. In this case, Kind should use their resources and circle where are their employees by implementing an employee referral rewards program. And a good employee is likely to be surrounded by a great friends and family. Having the employee referral program would encourage these good employees that Kind already has to attract good employees like themselves that would help the company. Kind mentioned that they are having problems with engaging their workforce in innovative ways. A solution that may address that issue is to implement a program called Mini CEO. The program basically entails that if an employee comes up with a great idea that everyone likes, the employee is fired from their daily job and promoted for CEO for the day. This shows to the employee that they are being recognized for their hard work and that Kind appreciates innovative ideas, which would then motivate them. Another issue that the company faces is reinforcing their company mission and brand. A solution to solve this is to start Kind Day. Kind Day would basically be a day all about the company and showing the public what working purposefully and living passionately is all about. There could be different activities during this day, including workshops and fun activities. Kind Day would be open to the public, and people would see in reality what their mission actually means.
In order to implement these changes, we are proposing Kind to use the Lewin's change model. The Lewin's change model basically entails 3 steps: the unfreeze, change, and refreeze steps. So the unfreeze stage is one very important stage to understand. This stage is about getting ready to change. It involves getting to a point of understanding that change is necessary and getting ready to move away from their comfort zones. Kind management has already acknowledged its problem, but now they have to let all their employees know about these issues. They need to clearly state and go into detail these issues so people understand and get ready for the changes coming forward. The second stage is change, or in other words, the transition stage. People are quote unquote unfrozen in this stage. It's not an easy stage as people are learning about the change and how to use the implementation that have been set up for the changes. So basically, the employees need to understand how to use the new intranet. They also need to understand the mini CEO program, and they need to start using the referral rewards program and understand like how this would benefit the company. They have to also learn about the mission statement of the company and understand who they're working for. In this stage, support is very important. Uh, Kind needs to make sure that the employees have proper training and coaching during this stage. They need to make sure that everybody is included and understands where the company is headed. And Kind also needs to get ready and expect mistakes because not everybody adapts to changes the same way, and some people may not adapt very well. So they need to understand they need to make sure that everyone understands um, these changes before moving forward. The next stage is refreeze. The refreezing stage is the last stage, and this stage basically entails uh, making the change stick. So this stage is very important. It's probably the most important stage in this model because it is it supports the desired change to make sure that it continues and that it's not lost in the future. Without this, people tend to go back to what they were doing before, and management needs to make sure that everybody follows through and that doesn't waste everything that they've worked for. Establishing stability only happens when the new changes are locked in. The benefits and drawbacks of this framework. So the benefits of this framework is that this model is fairly simple. As I've already explained, you know, Kind can modify this framework however that they want to, and um, they are guaranteed to get satisfying results as long as they follow each step as they are uh, explained. One drawback that they might face is that uh, this model is very steady and it lacks flexibility. Uh, if if something goes wrong, or if there's some chaos going on and people are not adjusting well, this process does not allow you to go back or to there's little room to make changes to the plan. Um, so for example, if you're already in the the change stage, you can't go back to the unfreezing stage, or if you're in the refreeze stage, you can't go back to the change stage because you've already established that.
Some of the reasons why employees might resist to a new framework are that they are maybe too comfortable. Um, Current employees might feel very comfortable with the way the organization is already being run at the moment and not participate or put any effort to adjust any new changes. To get them out of this comfort zone, employees need to be informed about the new changes so they can prepare ahead mentally. Uh, Motivating employees constantly by giving them a little bit of push and give them the support, the needed support to improve. Another reason might be that they're afraid of failure. Those that have been rewarded with a mini CEO, for example, might be afraid of or be nervous to take a leadership role or disappoint their team or management. Being afraid of failure can affect the way they take actions and have a negative impact on them. Um, for this, a solution might be giving them constant and positive and constructive feedback. Um, this will help the employees improve the way they take the responsibilities and perform in the organization. Even when they fail at something like a project or a task, management need to listen to these employees and advise them on ways that they can improve. Exclusion can be another reason. For some of the reward programs, some people will work hard, others others that feel that they may not get rewarded, may not show any effort. In the long run, employees that have shown potential and have not picked for these rewards will feel excluded, and they can slowly start giving up on trying. Um, Giving recognition to those employees involved and those that are putting effort to improve themselves in the workplace can be a good solution for people to start mm, getting more involved and feeling less excluded, making them feel part of the program, even if they have not been awarded anything. This will give them the motivation to proceed and not give up.
One of the previous issues already addressed was Kind's communication issues. To address these issues, they should consider seeking the change of leadership from to a transformational leadership style, which depends on high levels of communication from management to meet goals. Leaders motivate employees and enhance productivity and efficiency through communication and high visibility. So there would be a higher talking of upper managers to employees, and employees will feel more valued and feel closer to the company as a whole. This style of leadership also requires the involvement of management to meet goals, and the leaders will focus on the bigger picture within kind and delegate smaller tasks to the team so everybody can accomplish their goals with more interaction between employees and managers. The ideal leader in a transformational style is a leader that leads by example and leads his team by his example and is not afraid to get in the dirt with his team. The individual is also a caring individual and cares for each and every team member that is under him and looks out for each one. The individual is open to all communication between the team and is always looking for new ideas to help innovation and efficiency within kind. And finally, an ideal leader is cooperative with his team, and not only his team, but with outside departments. So there's an increased cooperation between kind departments. So employees are more willing to collaborate and come up with new ideas to help the company.
In conclusion, Kind has a very well constructed framework, but we believe that in addition to the way that it's being run at the moment, there can be improvement. Our proposal has been proven in other companies to be feasible and have a positive effect on the organization. Acknowledging the problems, understand what the effects are, finding a solution, informing employees, getting them involved in training and coaching to adjust to these new solutions will facilitate the implementation of these changes. Once the changes have been infiltrated, managers will need to constantly reinforce them, so employees can get more comfortable with the changes and make these new changes as part of their culture. Uh, to process all this, the organization must have a good leadership um, that can guide employees and teams with all the new changes and be able to facilitate the adoption of all the new changes.